Hello, welcome. I'm Claudia. Welcome to my new edition of plants I got after I said I was going on a plant ban. In my defense, I always say that going on a plant ban just doesn't work, and for two reasons. One, you either break it because you see a plant you love and you have to have it, or two, if you do go a period of time without getting a new plant, once you start shopping and buying plants again, it's much worse than if you would have never stopped to begin with. So learn from me and just don't go on plant bans. I wasn't really calling this an official plant ban because I know what happens when I do that. It was more the days are really short, it's getting cold, there's lots happening at the end of the year, so I don't want to get any new plants until the new year, with the goal being close to spring. The last plant I've gotten was an ultimate wish list plant, the Monstera Mint. I unboxed it here with you and I will note it in the screen so that you can go back and see that video if you'd like. Off the bat, I'll let you know that I imported 6 plants. I'm not sure if that video is going to go up before this one, so I want to get those out of the way, but you will see those plants in their own video. And without further ado, let me just show you what I've gotten. Up first, variegated string of hearts. So I had gotten a tiny 4-inch pot of this that was not very healthy and it just didn't survive. So I went ahead and I got another one because this was much fuller, it had nicer variegation. It was only $35 and there happened to be a 20% discount that day. So it just felt like the right thing to do. I got this vision that I would like this to trail on my IKEA greenhouse cabinet on one of the sides, and I just thought that it would look really pretty there. So yeah, that's why I got it, to be honest. If it wouldn't have been for that, I would have just let the other one, you know, do its thing and get over it and probably not get one of these for a while, but the vision needed to come to life. That same week, I happened to see this thing. It's a begonia cracklin rose, or cracklin rosie, I believe. And I don't have any begonias, but there's something about this that just spoke to me. Like, the undersides are really bright reddish pinkish. The dots, I don't know if you're going to be able to capture it so well, but they're like bubblegumish pink. And then the leaves are like rubbery, like a rubber tree are. So I don't have any begonias. I placed it in one of these, my favorite self-watering pots. And I thought, why not? Let's challenge ourselves. Next is a wish list plant I've had on my list for quite some time, and I feel a little bit guilty because I was able to acquire a small, tiny, like 3-inch couple leaf one earlier this year, but my favorite plant shop, Plantiitas, happened to get these huge, big 6-inch full baskets of them, and I mean, I didn't even go in the store. I DM'd them and I said, please save one for me, I'll be right there. And this is a Hoya microphylla pot of gold. Look how full this is, and it was only $35. I think for the tiny one, I paid like $38 or $35 at least. But I love this inner variegation. I think it's so pretty, and again, the basket is so full. How could I possibly pass this up? So I do want to get rid of the little one. I don't need to, so I might do like a giveaway or maybe even list it on my local Facebook group to see if anybody is interested. But yeah, I mean, so beautiful. I'm so excited to add this, and there was no way I was gonna pass this up. The next one is kind of random, not anything I was looking for or something that I thought I wanted, but it just caught my eye as I was looking around. It was sold to me as a pothos variegated neon, or as a neon variegated pothos, I guess I should say. I don't really know if that's the right thing, but I just couldn't help loving it. It kind of looks like a lighter marble queen, and I really do love that variegation. And I have to admit, I'm not a fan of the neon pothos, but this coloring I could get into. I just think it's so pretty. So then I thought, well, this would look pretty trailing from my IKEA greenhouse cabinet. Anyway, it's a pothos, so I expect it to be really easy, and I think the color is really pretty, so yeah. The same time I got that pothos, I found one of my wish list plants for 2024, and it's an aloasia watsoniana, I believe. Now, having bought it and having seen the inspiration photo that made me want this plant, I think that there's for sure different varieties or cultivars of it, because the one that I saw and I loved had these really like brighter veining, and I don't know, it just looks different. I'm still excited to have it, and it was relatively inexpensive. I want to say maybe like $25 or $28, but it just reminds me a lot of the cuprea. Like the backs are really purple, just like the cuprea, and it looks a little like faded-ish to me, but also the leaves are a little rubbery like the begonia or like a rubber tree would. So, you know, we'll see what's up. There's a new leaf coming, and I do want to obviously transfer this to pond sooner rather than later, so probably next time I water it, I will go ahead and start that process. But crossed off a plant from my wish list for 2024 early. But again, to be fair, this one might not be the one I wanted. There's only 2 more plants to go, and I got those at the same time. I went to Florida a week before Christmas to Succulent's Empire Green Elephant Party, and I just couldn't pass these up. They are 2 wish list plants that have been on my list for years. They were a great size, a great price, and I just had to have them. First up is an inner variegated Hoya Bella. I have been wanting one of these for so long, and I paid so much for one that was it was one single stem, smaller than this, and it looked awful. It was in awful condition. So to have this, I'm just so excited. I think it's so beautiful and so cute, and it's such a good size. This was $45, I believe. Yeah, so I just thought that it was great, and there was no way I wasn't gonna have it. I thought I was only getting the Bella, and then this caught my eye out of nowhere. And this has been on my ultimate wish list for years. This is an inner variegated Hoya lacunosa. I can't believe I have this, and this was only $50. It was their one and only. They said they found it one-off with a grower. They haven't seen any more, and I can't believe I have it. I'm so excited. Look how beautiful. So I guess I crossed off a couple of plants off my wish list in a relatively very short amount of time. I'm not even sorry. I've had every intention of sharing with you a video of my 2024 wish list and my favorite plants of 2023, but I am quickly running out of time. So I'm not sure that I'll be able to get that for you before the end of the year, but if not, I hope that I can get it to you very, very early in the new year. I will say I haven't purchased any new plants since I got back from Florida in a whole week and a half. What about you? Are you on a plant ban? Are you trying to refrain from getting any new plants this time of year, or has it been the complete opposite? And if you've gotten plants, I want to know what they are. This was it for today, short and sweet. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more content from me, hope you'll subscribe so you can be notified when I upload new ones, and I will see you super soon. Till next time.